color tip whatsoever, right? So like for example the rope, because the rope if it's white color, same thing, you use this approach. But the rope, it can be a bit tedious. So while waiting for this to dry, we just use paint the rope. It's okay, base color you just overlay it, just paint it like this. Yeah? You don't have to like be very careful also. Of course you have to be very careful on the sides and everything. Certain angle.
Because you already got the copper, so doesn't matter. So it brings out the color. The copper back and then
the copper later I'll show you how to use Bahasa Gold instead. Bahasa Gold is something like bronze lah. So just paint over it. And try to like look out for the bottom detail and everything. So now let's see what other place you need to. No more,
no more.
No more, okay.
Oh, I think no stop.
So this time, this one, because it's a lighter grey, so all you have to do is to focus on. It's something like edge highlighting, but it's not edge highlighting.
Edge highlighting. So this is the final layer?
No, there's one more final layer, which is because this is lighter grey, so somehow it will still look a bit greyish, but you want it, the final highlighting will be you use actually purely white. Yeah.
So average one figure like that you need 2 hours, 3 hours?
It actually depends on the quality.
Let's just say this one your expectation very high
If my estimation is, it might take about 1 day. Yeah. Because the thing is that I don't want to paint fast, I want to paint it slow, so that every single detail counts. Yes. Because some painter, some people, if you are just into like just for playing, then yeah, people won't cover much on the details lah. If you are those kind of a gaming person, so they'll just suggest paint and then just settle it. Just to put on the table. But because for us painter, we are very specific in certain of the how to say the quality. Yes. And also,
so wouldn't it like, let's just say you paint very nice, you don't feel like very sayang, want to bring it to play, then got scratch or something like that?
normally that one have to depend on the user itself, on how you actually care for your models.
This is the one that is actually meant for the table, so you can see it's not so nice. It's just quick and dirty enough for it to be played. This is my original one. Mark is actually doing repair on one of my units, so that's why you can see in terms of, hold on, I'm not touching anything. Quality wise, you see here. See here.
And then also the reason why I actually go for this kind of approach, I actually use back whatever he has in the coloring, so I actually try to cover it as much as possible for him lah. Yeah. So now the last layering of the white is, of the wing is I use white. So this one is actually very tedious because your sharp point must be very, very sharp, and you have to be like control very patiently.
Talk about the brush one. Normally the lifespan use how long? Standard.
Okay, it actually depending on how well you actually dip the paint, because some people they just dip, some people they just dip like this. So somehow it will make the brush sooner or later it will make the brush looks like this.
Aiyo.
But of course, it's not to say that it's the end of the world okay? Because the thing is that this brush, it become like this, it's okay. You can still keep it. That's why you keep it, to use it to dry brush those kind of armor plating and everything. It's not necessarily like this means it's the end of the world. You have to throw it away. No, don't waste your brush. Yes, you see like all my brushes, like all this. You see, it's like it's already opened up, but I never threw them away because I actually plan to use them not only for like armor, maybe you can use it if you don't feel like using it them anymore. You can actually use it to like paint like
What?
those not just paint lah. Like you can use PVA glue to dip on the TBA glue and do the terrain.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, meaning still
it's-
not end of the world.
It's still functionable. So yeah. Like for example, this is one of my current working model. This is not 40k, but this is a war machine. So yeah, I mean it's still in progress. I actually base coat it with airbrush, but after that I use where's my crimson? Okay, I use this to wash it over, and then I slowly touch up with all the red. But that's why somehow it looks like shiny, at the same time it's not shiny.
How many percent left to finish?
This one, actually, if you ask me, I can say I still got like about 80%.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't look. It's not complete yet, because
80%.
in war machines, they are like war jets, like all those like steampunk stuff, and so yeah, doesn't like if you paint like 40k, if you look at their armor. Oops, this is like the normal armor.
Yeah.
So normally it's like you don't focus much on the details and everything.
Yeah.
But war machine, because they are like those kind of metal. So in other words, my finishing there'll be a little bit of metal scratching here. Yes.
Okay, that's a bit different.
Yes. And then don't because the bigger the model is, it's harder to paint.
Huh? The bigger is the hardest.
Yes, the bigger because of the details.
Oh yeah, true.
So yeah. So yeah, this one has to touch up a bit here. This one just put here.
Interesting.
Okay, then this one tip here.
This one's not done well.
Okay.
That wasn't a complete lovely.
Then yeah, there you go. You look at somehow the ropes and everything.
Is it really like blow up?
And then I can show you one of the model that I used that I painted it lah. I only used a one-time wash, and then after that I tried to touch up everything already. Oops. It's not here. It's here. Okay. Okay, like this. You see, like this Drago, right?
Whoa.
This one I actually wash only one time.
You only wash one time.
Because normally, like, if for example, I just like wash, like maybe like wash the whole detail, and then after that, when I paint this, I wash this part, this and that. But this one, I only wash one time, and then the rest I slowly use the brush to slowly control everything.
Oh.
Yes, to slowly try
It's
not
very
to.
tricky, like wow, the shield detail. My God.
Yes.
Oh Jesus fuck. Oops. 18 plus plus. Sorry guys.
So yeah, but the banner can be better lah. Cause that time this one is actually I use it for.
Guys, the banner can be better.
Yeah.
Remember this was the banner can be better. Please,
Yeah, and then the base can be better also actually. So yeah. So yeah, technically you.
Done already?
Base can be better. Banner can be better.
Okay, so now we are going to touch up the bronze. So normally people will just wash it, but this one, judging by it, I don't think I would want to wash it. I'll straight away use the highlighting.
Why don't want to wash it?
Already washed.
Already washed.
It's already washed, but then the thing is that I just touch up a bit. I overlay everything in the
So the
sound.
thing is, it's a dark color, and I wash with something dark. So it's really dark.
So what I'm going to use is I'll be using this Gehenna Skull to do some highlighting. Okay, technically, if you were to paint Sigma, right? If you paint Age of Sigma, right? Like if you paint like those Sigma rights, normally people will go for Retributor armor, Seraphim Sophia, and then after that they will use the Sigmarite Gold and
Sigmarite Gold.
which is dry brushing, and also at the same time they use lastly they use the Liberator Gold.
Okay.
So, but my method is because I used to paint Sanguinary Guards. So my method is I will definitely use Gehenna's Gold to do some highlighting.